So friends, hello to everyone. Well, everything happened just as I said. Just like I even showed on the preview. In the end, we closed the gap at 105 and we confirmed the trend channel. But again, maybe we confirmed it. We have 2 days left until the end of the week. If by the end of the week we don't see a recovery, at least a movement equal to this one up to the level of 107, 108,000, I think then we'll see a strong correction. That is, if Bitcoin doesn't return to this level, to 107,000, it will mean that we are most likely going to break through this level. I'll explain why in a moment. And at the end of the video, by the way, friends, I'll show you my small morning trade, which took 15 minutes. And if you want to get additional analytics and knowledge, join my trading chat, which you can find via the link in the description. I'll also give you 10 of my precise trading indicators for TradingView. At the moment, the first thing I see is that we are in the oversold zone on many time frames. Yes, that is on the 1 hour, 4 hour, and 8 hour time frames. On the daily time frame, it seems we're not there yet. But even just because we're in the oversold zone on the lower time frames, I don't rule out some kind of recovery. Some sort of bounce, for example, a dead cat bounce to allow the RSI to recover again. And since we have closed the first gap, which was at 105,000, and I mentioned it to you, still have this gap here, a break at 92,000. So in the near future, we might close it as well. The reason for such a correction is the bearish divergence on the weekly time frame, which is already being confirmed. And with the next weekly close, it will naturally be fully confirmed. And as a result, we will start to decline. When this kind of divergence plays out, we will see movement toward the 75,000 zone. So this is no joke. This is a real target. So if Bitcoin now closes below 103,000 on the weekly chart, meaning at the weekly close, this will indicate a strong downward movement. Of course, this is in the long-term perspective because they still supported the 98,000 level and also supported 93,000. But 98,000 is a critical level, a critical support level. If we break through it, this will indicate a stronger correction. On air, friends, the situation. We have exactly the same kind of bearish divergence here, which if it plays out, will bring us at least to this buyer zone, around 1,500. That's the minimum, because here we'll be watching Bitcoin's movements, and basically everything will depend on it. So for now, we'll need to test this buyer. Accordingly, for Bitcoin, we'll need to close this gap at 92, and then possibly there will be a correction. But again, right now, Bitcoin is at the 103,000 level. In other words, it's retesting the trend level from the descending channel, where 103 serves as strong support for us. From 103, we should see a recovery by the end of this week if we want to continue growing. If we want to move down, then we just need to drop below 103. That is, again, with a weekly close below that level. This would indicate that we're going to collect liquidity around the 98 area, which we left here. But since this was a long squeeze, yes, it means that if we consolidate below the 103 level, we will continue a strong move downward. Because, well, it's clear why all of this was done. And once again, all the bearish signals will start to kick in, like the divergence patterns playing out, yes. And also, as you can see on the 2-week MACD, there is a bullish cross signal. But if we move downward now, this signal will disappear again and turn bearish. In other words, if we get the divergence of the moving averages, it will actually indicate a move downward. And also, let's not forget that there is currently manipulation in the market, again by the whales. They are the ones orchestrating all of this pumping and dumping Bitcoin. So I wouldn't rule out that this was some kind of false recovery, after which we might see a stronger decline. All right, now I want to do some trading. I see another signal in the market and I want to open a long position. Well, there's not much risk here, just $260. This will be a long trade for us. Okay, the trade is in motion. So friends, well, there's already a small profit. Basically, I can close the trade at this point. There you go. So that's it. Another 110 added to my piggy bank. So thank you all. As always, I wish everyone profits. Good luck and goodbye.